abusia parliament for no otimi hu se omo de nipa edi agro kakra ni nyina ne se omutimi ba bonten ebeye se we policy nya we nsu policy nya ebedi do omo ho atam abonten de kire yen e ma kire se yen ya dwen se we di enye e ma kire se at the end in the crowd sometimes oko society mu amanfo they end up fighting a kire se ohu anam ye bipini mi yen di sini abusia parliament se omoko break since say parliament you can say ni power do mo no e wo parliament agbambabin since so was suspended parliament jumadi ene enwade ade no eno da na e resume ye na abusia say eno da na no ma e resume ye no eno da both NPP and NDC MPs I say na ayatuma o last 4 years omugusu rule until 6th January no abusia omuko shiem parliament say omo ayato ama omo mplem ni de ombeko parliament register from 7th January ekono and ombe resume omo parliamentary distin na abusia say another MPC for no ko shiem parliament no ese wani aye edani agro ewo baabia NDC for ni NPP for ni nyina abusuya obia ani agye wo mu nyina yedai wo mu nyina esere ede akire wo mo na mepamcho yenkohwe de eko nyina yi utimi uso mo hyeda ebe kreti nuoma de gu yetirim weye ena tuma ena we policy nye we ya boa omo hyeda beko ewo social media na chese yen ya fantokwa ne wake up enti ubeku na ye ne ye ho kokon abusia say ya kokun ni nyina no no mu go parliament na abusia wo mu fili sika no we ya wo mu akoyi sika bia be bia no mu nyina na be chadi o mu ndi nja wo bia abusia ya hwe de esi wo parliament ye
2045
abusia say what the wunia cover Kennedy Agyapong and you see the president ni de obetimi adipa na gise 2045 enti sano na 20 years ewo munu no to person kire say and this ebe really for 20 years enti ebia from there no and ebia NPP betimi aba power but enti na o say eyakin eka no kure bia NPP for enti no
na ba wi enti na ken okay what ele ko tiana
Honorable Kennedy Agyapong Japan. Waba obeye juma. Ewo mrashibedwafie.
Enti ahase no na kire se wahu omu nyina aba abehiem ewo parliament ya omo behwe ama enoma ayeden akoyiwe eye kire se wo mo last parliament mani ade a we kura mbeko bi mu aka ho abetu pe bi na wan pe bi wahu na kire se enkaye no ken sei fiti this year fiti next year eko no oni parliament eni twaka bi abiem an fiti next year eko no ken any parliament eni twaka bia mu so far wo bebo ne sesi ewo fie so far de eye fie no man kwa na wonu ebeye den ebeye na yento aso ewo ni sey de ayeden de eko adwoasafo so atwiniti ewo konom na busia adwoasafo atwiniti no yenhwe de wo de eto ensentwerefo anim ewo parliament wa bra wonu a atwiniti wo konom no mu nyina 2025 ye hunu omonim ewo parliament because Ghana force omunni mrashe emrana for the past years omukoshe ye nyina Ghana force nyansa ni munti omotutu omunyina ye ntie de wode mansem twedefo.
I don't know what your comments will be after this, considering that this Domkabenya seat is a very safe one for the NPP, but no more looks like.
Words, I mean, surprises. Are you surprised as to how it all panned out after the elections?
All I would say is, I think we have the pointers coming out from the surveys that were being put out there, and a very important factor is my dad in the church, and I think that moving forward as a party, we have to have a look at that in the constituency. pointers would he give to us moving forward so that we can hopefully, I'm very confident that we can have that seat back if we do our homework well.
What would be your reaction to persons who may want to criticize you that you may not have played such an active role in helping the party to secure the seat, mentioning your dad's role and influence in that particular situation?
I think that those are just, criticizing for criticizing's sake. From the moment I lost that seat in my primaries, I made it clear that I would be joining the national campaign team. I was not wavery about that, because when you have been an MP for 12 years, you still have your supporters, you still have people moving around you. You don't want a situation where you are not the face of the constituency anymore, but people still receive you as the face of the constituency. I didn't want that conflict, and I chose my words carefully when I lost. And a few of your guys interviewed me, what's the way forward? I told them I was going to be with Dr. Baumia, I'm going to do other constituencies when I have the time. But I think that my influence is still there, and I want to give my opponent the way and the room and the space to enjoy it and to work the way he wants to work, not the way I want the constituency to follow.
Will you go back 2028?
I've done 12 years in the constituency. What I'll say is it's a bit too early, and I know that there's still some issues in there, but if you look at the gap that we win with and what we are contending with right now, I think as a party we need to have a critical look at that constituency and how we can win it back, with or without adversity.
Thank you very much.
Critical look kitwa and was a NPP for a day. Enya na ponso yentie ono so EBPM wo mu nyina 2025 Ghana for so munim mrashenti. They don't need them in parliament 2025 yentie EBPM.
Ghanaians have spoken. We should listen to them.
Is there any more you're expecting from candidates?
I'm not in charge of the agenda. Those who are the business managers would agree on the agenda, and those of us who are members of parliament would do accordingly.
Are you expecting all your colleagues to be present for business to begin?
It's my expectation that parliamentarians will do their work. Maybe there might be a colleague here who is on the parliamentary business outside the chamber, cannot be here. But I'm expecting all parliamentarians to do their work.
Inti na meka se NDC bako pe city bebre JM bako city bebre and then you want to musam pakotna oh na say Ghana fire mu verdict ayo mu judgment na so mama ye city bebre a adenti na yesu ebesu ensu biom ye ni arewe say the first judges no aye Ghanaians no mo judge I make sure say JM bako city bebre my NDC abra na yem kwa abato na mo de mo gidi se mo ye majority enai abato so so nti na de mo ahia to na afen so ye vote no amo aban ene be boa bo nti na mo mpakotena minority for one oh na say akola de usu say ye nto bofrot mbra na say bofrot wi mu we fe de we hu say ye de aba e wo bag ni mu aye be yi ama nti esu ni de u be ja esu ansa papa si e be yi bofrot mi ti e ja esu say obi jaji yo said yo Ghanaians aye omo final verdict omo say NDC back city bebre finally maybe you manya clear majority na microphone so kan na majority e bia na Ghana for council kan na mankuti oh ya bebre ye ho ase in fact we be humble, very very humble so far obia bebre ni ego na obia odi ego be chance ya ye betu agu ne so achi na weti say ayi abuno ti say ayi ya ntororeti obia say
definitely I mean the Ghana for to me mausa overwhelming super majority I already see NPP to microcredit finance there ehia say again ahombrase ehia say ye bebre ho ase na ya jire ho eye adwuma the majority in parliament is for us to serve the people of Ghana. listen to the desires of the Ghanaian people. Nyama one person yen sano na yen sama on. Nyama one person yen Ghana for do say one pay 811. They say yen free. In the first budget they say yen free. Come see one pay bet tax. They say yen free. Come see one pay corporate levy. I say yen free because anything na mama here to me. Look, the Ghanaian people don't joke with them. Omuma NPP a very solid majority of 169. Omuma say NPP for 5 years Juma year. Then the next one my split parliament 137 said yes say na no so be call see one my overwhelming majority 188 mun je na mun fa ye adwuma no mai I say
yes say 4 seats ono ankasa onyanji ntumu ye mun maka mo position ye clear say legally it was wrong say ombetimi akasa ye yi parliamentary dey fit that constituency akako declare with different constituency my position no that supreme because some will definitely go against your members of parliament that have been elected.
No, there's no member of parliament on the NDC side who's been elected. You declare no another constituency. None. I mean,
some says yes under duress.
Why they can't say you're under duress? Nobody has stated. I mean, can't say true. I was physically present at the declaration of Okaikwe Central. Right, Mr. Digeno, our returning officer. You know, in the Nanti tables. Not a Hawaii, so because he was getting that. Just saw your lights, man. So I went to my Juma. He stood there and declared his results. Of free honor, he went and sat there and did the declaration rates. Said, Odu under duress. You watch the videos. Obi the told share to I mean, Techiman South card 1 year declaration 4 years. Abra soldiers a kunko for and crabo ECG to a year demonstration that Haruna used to echo ECC say or problem I am coco. Oh, Ablekuma North, a Rabina Hobe. Yes, I see on Monday. Yambi electoral officer and returning officer Mr. Opon Okofi. Eko die Tuesday or Sanfu on one Kasanika Esan buy ebe twa Ejumano so to declare Rabna Obe Obi or under duress or to me coffee Ekoda Esan Chibra say obey declaration. The EC some 30 any woman or more EC our person by woman share MPP atade our MPP Ejumano Omunjai any Juma so be what problem Mane ye clear on court EC need to me to annul a declaration of a returning officer. Needs out to me.
Abusia intime no kasa die enye izekura ewo parliament no chese anigye enomu nyina ede aiden ede ahyiahia omo a chese omu nyina anigye na womu nyina eye parliamentaries nyina NPP ni NDC chese eya asa no mu nyina yeden esa ne yekin na ne we sire na we nsu ni we sire na busia anti omo ka omo bom na omo di ensika no wanwula no nti omo di ensika no wie sei na se afene so na omo ahyeda abe blackmail we na we nso abe blackmail we because we ye den ba kun benya ya asem o Ghana yeti asem wo ye den ase omo akoya anuafo no mugu ho omo ye anuafo no mugu parliament ko no munti yenya ye gu outside the box no ya na ye doing something different na woni bibi anoda omo kwahia mu wo parliament no hu question bi ekoso ewo no mu a according to you can say Ghana for bi no no ye ntie question no.
But you say you are going to reduce taxes. You are going to repeal the betting tax, the e-levy. You are going to repeal all these taxes. You are going to reduce the taxes at the port. We wonder where you get the money to implement the Onkukon Ketenkete. We are waiting. Mr. Speaker, clearly, this is a time for us to reflect, particularly those of us getting into opposition. Indeed, no party can run a perfect government in this country.
abusunya yes we eye NPP for so mo ka say ankomo ba ba mu omo be yi o na sa no omo de na no mo so mbe yi no na
wachi me na fe yo
kwan ben so mbe fa so ayi abusunya ken so anu da obepie mu no ensem twerefo eye say anko won omo ne no ebedi nkomo na jai ken actually say why is serious cry o de ehwe o yes say wo ba na won ensem twire ni bia o ye oba extra say we approaching na how I can stop in the simple and kokoti abete eye ni de to send BP aluso akwa wi nitrim eye ni de to nya akro but mo gide say by this time wa to party wa to private party abusian so far we any die etwe go amema waso ati bi ma memfa wo ensi ahase ye